Hello everyone, this is Yamin, and in this tutorial I am going to show you how you can make multiple authentication system in Laravel. So in the previous tutorial we created this basic Laravel project. So in this tutorial we are going to make login and registration system over here, and when a user login it will take the user to the user dashboard, and when a admin login it will take the admin to the admin dashboard. So in order to create multiple authentication, we are going to use Laravel JSTeam. So right now we will install JSTeam in this Laravel project. So in order to install JSTeam, we need to write few commands. And here you can see we have total 5 commands over here. And at number 5, we need to make some changes in the database table. So here you can see composer required Laravel/JSTeam. So I'm going to copy this command. And right now we will go to our project directory. And we say over here cmd, then press enter, and here you can see we are currently in the project directory, and here we are going to paste our command, which is composer required Laravel/JSTeam. So this will install JSTeam in our Laravel project. So right now I'll just press enter, and this will take like 1 minute to install JSTeam. So right now I'll just fast forward the video. So here you can see the JSTeam installation is done. So after this you need to run the second command, which is PHP JSTeam install livewire. So this will install livewire. So right now we'll paste the command over here, and then we'll press enter. So right now again I'll just fast forward the video. So there you go, livewire installation is also done. So after that we need to run npm install and then npm run build. So let's write over here npm install and press enter. And after npm install, we write over here npm run build and press enter. So npm run build is also done. So after it, we need to make some changes in the database table. So right now we'll go back to our code, and we'll just directly go to our database, and inside database we have migration folder. And inside migration folder, here you can see user table. So here in this user table, we are going to add 3 more fields over here. So let me just copy this command, Ctrl C, then Ctrl V. So here we are going to set phone, and let's just make it nullable. And let me just copy this, Ctrl C, and paste it 2 times. So the second one, this one will be address, and this one will be the user type. And the user type value will be by default user. So we'll say here default to first bracket to single quotation, and we'll say here user. So when a user registered, the default value for the user type will be user. So right now let's save it here, and after this we'll go to our app. Inside app we have models, and inside models we have user.php. So here after password, let me just have 2 more fields, which will be phone and address. So we'll say here phone, and this one will be address. And this phone and address is basically this one. Okay. So after this, we'll go back to our command prompt and run this command, which is php migrate. So let's go back to our command prompt. And here we're going to say php artisan migrate and press enter. And there you can see some table is migrated in our database. So right now if we just go to our phpMyAdmin, so here you can see that the database table name is library. So if we just refresh here, there you can see there is few table in the database, and if you go to the user table, there you can see we have name, email, phone, address, and the user type field. So right now if we go back to our project, and if we now refresh, there you can see we have the login and the register options. So let's go and register a user. So we click on register, and here you can see we have name, email, and the password field, but we have 2 more fields over here, which is phone and address. So we are going to add those fields over here. So in order to do that, let's go back to our code again, and let me just close those 2, and this time we'll go to our resource views, and inside views here you can see auth. And inside auth, here you can see register.blade.php. So here you can see name, email, password, confirm password, which we just saw over here. So here after the email field, we'll add 2 more fields. So let me just copy this and we're going to paste it after email 2 times. So let me just select everywhere for giving the phone name over here. So we are going to say here phone, and this one will be for the address. So here let me select again everywhere, and here we are going to say address. So let's save it, and right now if we refresh here, there you can see we have phone and address field over here. So in order to upload the phone and address data in the database table, we again need to make some more changes. So let's go back and we'll go to our app. Then inside app we have action, and inside action we have 45 folder. And inside 45 folder, here you can see create new user.php. So right now if we go down, here you can see return user, create name, email and password. So here we are going to add the phone and address field. So for it, let me just copy this, Ctrl C, then Ctrl V 2 times. So here I am going to say phone, and then here we'll say address. So here you can see phone and address. So those will come from the table from here. Here you can see phone and address, and here you can see input phone, input address. Those phone number and address will come from our register.blade.php from here. Okay. And here you can see the validation. You can add validation for phone and address, but I'll just keep it the way it is. So we'll save it here. And right now let's go, then refresh here, and we'll be able to upload the phone, address and other data to the database table. So let's say name will be user, email will be user@gmail.com. Let's give a random phone number, random address, let's say USA, password 12345678, confirm password 12345678. Then click register. And there you can see it took us to the dashboard. And if we now refresh over here in my PSCMyAdmin, there you can see we have the name, email, phone, address and the user type. And user type is by default user, because let me just show you. Let me go to the database and migration. Here we mentioned that the value for the user type will be by default user. So let's go back to our browser again, and let me just log out from here, and let me just register onboard user, and this username will be admin, email will be admin@gmail.com. Let's give a random phone number, then address, and let's give a password 12345678 and confirm password. After that we'll click register. And there you can see it took us to the dashboard. And if we now refresh our database table again, we have onboard user called admin over here. And here you can see the user type for the admin is by default user. So what we are going to do is that we are going to change the user type for the admin user. So for it, here you can see we have the edit option. So we click on edit for the admin, click edit. Let me go down, and here you can see for user type, we are going to change it from user to admin. So let me just go down, and here I'll click on go. So there you can see the user type changed to admin for admin. So right now we'll make some changes in our code so that when a user login, it will take user to a different dashboard, and when a admin login, it will take the admin to an admin dashboard. Okay. So for it, let's go back to our code, and we'll just directly go to our, let me just show you. We'll go to our app, then inside app we have providers, and inside providers, here you can see route service provider. And if you go to route service provider, here you can see home equal to /dashboard. So whenever a user is trying to log in, our route service provider send that user to the dashboard, which you are just seeing over here, /dashboard. So what we are going to do is that instead of /dashboard, we are going to write over here /home. And after that, we need to do the same thing again. So again, we'll go to our, here you can see the config folder. We'll go inside config folder, then inside config, here you can see fortify.php. So we'll go inside fortify.php, then we'll go down, and here you can see home equal to slash dashboard. So instead of dashboard, we are going to say over here home. So you need to make changes at two places, at route service provider and fortify.php. So after that, for this slash home, we are going to write a route. So for it, let's go to our routes, then web.php, and here we are going to write a route. So before we write a route, let's go and create a controller for our route. So let me just go to our command prompt again, and here we are going to write a command which is php artisan make clone controller, and the controller name will be admin controller, and we'll press enter, and there you can see a controller is created successfully. If we go to our app, then inside app we have HTTP folder, and inside HTTP we have controller folder, and inside controller here you can see admin controller.php is created. So right now in the web.php we are going to register the admin controller. So for it we need to write over here use app \http /controllers /admin controller. So we register our admin controller in the web.php. After that we'll go down, and here we're going to write a route for slash home. So we're going to say here route double clone get to first bracket to single quotation, we say here slash home, then give comma to third bracket, we'll mention our controller name which is admin controller, double clone, we say class, comma to single quotation, and here we are going to mention a function name. Let's say the function name will be index. You can name it anything, the function name anything. So right now what we are going to do is that we will go to our admin controller and create this function called index. So let's save it, and let's just go to our app http controller and admin controller.php. So here we are going to say public function index, then we'll give to first bracket, then to second bracket. So from here, first of all, we are going to check whether a user is logged in or not. And before we check the logged in user, we need to add the user model in the controller. So in order to add the user model, we need to say over here use app \models \it is user. So basically we need to write this. Let me just show you app. Inside app you can see we have models folder, and inside models we have the user model. Here you can see user.php, which we just write over here. And we need to write one more line for checking the auth of a user. It means to check whether a user is logged in or not, we need to write a line over here. So we say here use illuminate /support /packets /auth. So right now using the user table and this auth, we'll be able to check whether a user is logged in or not. So in this public function index, first we'll check whether a user is logged in or not. So for it we'll give a if condition, if auth double clone id to first bracket, then to second bracket over here like this. So this auth, here you can see auth, this auth will check whether a user is logged in or not. And if the user is logged in, or if the user is trying to log in, then it will check the user type. So here let's go and declare a variable. Let's say it will be user type equal to, we say here auth, then to first bracket, then this arrow sign, we say user, again to first bracket, this arrow sign. So here we are checking the auth from the user table, and the column will be user type. So let me just show you in the phpMyAdmin. If we go to our phpMyAdmin, here you can see user type. So we are trying to get the user type data from the user table. So we are just mentioning over here. So whenever a user is trying to log in, using this we will be able to get that user type and we'll store that user type value in this user type variable. You can declare this variable anything you want, or if you are just getting confused, then let me just give you a underscore over here. This is just a variable, you can name it anything you want. So after it, we'll give another if condition, and here in this if condition we're going to check what is the user type, is it user or admin. So let me just copy it over here, paste it here, then we'll give a equal, then to single quotation. Equal will be 2 times. So first of all, let's check if the user type is admin or not. So we'll give to second bracket like this. If the user type is admin, we'll return the user to a different page. So we'll say here return view, and we'll return the user. Let's say we'll create a folder inside the view, and that folder name will be admin, and in that admin folder we'll create a view for admin. So let's say index. Let me just save it right now, and after it, if the user type is not admin, then we'll go to our here else if condition. We'll say here user type, let me copy it, paste it here, user type equal user. We are checking if the user type is user, and here you can see this user or this admin, whatever we write over here should match with those. So let's go back to our code, and here if the user type is user, we'll return the user to a different view. So let's say here return view, and the view will be in the view folder. We're going to create a folder called home, and in that home folder, let's set up let file name will be index. So let me just save it, and if here we give a auth condition over here, that if there is any auth ID, we'll check the user type. If the user type is admin, it will return the user to this view. If the user type is user, it will return the user to this view. And if there is no auth, then we'll go to the else condition, and in the else condition we'll just say here return redirect to first bracket this arrow sign back. So if there is no auth ID, then we'll keep the user to the same page. So right now let's go and create those views. So we'll go to our views, and inside views we'll create a folder called admin. So let me just right click on views, and then we'll click over here new folder, and here we're going to say admin and press enter, and there you can see a folder is created called admin. So inside this admin folder we're going to create a file called index.blade.php. So we click on admin, then click new file, and we're going to say here index.blade.php, Control S and save. So here we'll just mention a simple HTML. We'll just say here admin, and then let me just go to the admin controller again, and from here we are returning the user to the home.index. So again we'll click on views, and first of all we'll create this home folder. So we'll click over here new folder, and the folder name will be home, and for the home we'll create a file called index.blade.php. So we'll click on home, then click new file, and again we'll say here for the home folder index.blade.php, Control S and save. So for this we are going to say the HTML, and we are going to say here, let's say user page after login. Let me just save it, and right now let me just log out from here, and let's try to log in. We'll click on login, and let's say we want to go to the admin page. So we'll click on admin, and here you can see the password field. So we'll give the password for the admin, then click login. There you can see it is saying over here admin. So right now what we need to do is that there is no logout option over here. So we need to fix that. So we need to have an option so that the admin can log out from here. So in order to do that, what we'll do is that we'll just directly go to our dashboard.blade.php. Here you can see dashboard.blade.php. And from here, I'm going to copy everything, Ctrl C, and we'll paste it for the admin. here you can see the admin folder. We paste it over here, and we're going to remove those from here. And let me just save it. And if we now refresh over here, there you can see admin is hidden over here, and we have the logout option. So we'll fix the design, but let me just log out from here and let me just log in as a user. So I'll click on login, and we say here user@gmail.com. Let's give a password for the user. Click login, and there you can see user page after login. So we are able to send both admin and user to different page after login. So right now what we are going to do is that we'll also do the same thing for the logged in user. So let me just copy this except layout, Ctrl C, and we'll paste it for home index.blade.php. So over here, let me just paste it, save it, then refresh here, and there you can see we have the logout option. So right now let's go and modify this dashboard page. So what we are going to do is that we will only keep this option, profile and logout option, and we'll remove the logo, dashboard, and here you can see grayish type of color over here. We'll also remove that. So for it, first of all, we'll go inside our views, and inside views, here we can see navigation menu.blade.php. So here in the navigation menu.blade.php, here you can see the logo option and the navigation link. Here you can see dashboard. So let me just remove the logo from here. Here you can see the logo. So we'll remove it from here and save it. Then if we now refresh, there you can see there is no logo. So after that, we'll remove this dashboard option. So let me just remove this dashboard from here. Save again. Then refresh. There you can see the dashboard is gone. So let me just remove the grayish color from here. So in order to do that, we will go to our layouts, and inside layouts you have app.blade.php. So if we go down, here you can see type class mean age skin bg gray 100. So I'll remove this, then save it, and right now if we refresh, there you can see the grayish color is gone. So after that, here you can see there's a line kind of thing over here. So we'll remove this. So for it, let's go back and we'll go to our navigation menu.blade.php again. And here you can see we have a class over here, bg white border b border gray 100. We'll remove this. We'll save it. Then we'll refresh. And there you can see the line is gone, and we only have this button over here. So right now we have the logout option over here, and you can design your website any way you want. So let me just go to our index.blade.php for the logged in user. And what we are going to do is, let me just cut it from here. And for now, let's just over here h1 tag and paste it over here. Save, then refresh. There you can see. So this is for logged in user. So let me just log out from here, and let me just show you the admin dashboard. So here we are going to say admin, and we'll give the password, click login. So here you can see admin, and admin will also be able to log out from here. So this is all for this tutorial, and in the next tutorial what we'll do is that we'll integrate a HTML template for our home page. And when a user logged in, after login, the user will stay on the home page with the logout options. So thank you very much for watching. If you have any question or if you face any problem, just let me know in the comment section. I will try to give you solution as soon as possible. Thanks again for watching. I hope to see you in the future tutorials.